Hi, I'm Malcolm McDonald, ex-number 9 for Newcastle United, and you're watching Newcastle Fans TV.
Newcastle won the last two. They're one up at half-time. We've just seen a shot of the great Peter Beardsley in the stand at St James's Park. What does our Newcastle fan reporter friend have to make of it all?
3 up. You know, we're keeping Hesse very quiet. Shaqiri's had that one wonder chance, which Elliot done well to save, but so far so good. We need that second goal to kill the game off.
So far so good. Rafa Benitez is well enough to watch the game, and they're leading by a goal to nil.
Let's hear from Lee. He's a Newcastle fan.
So Newcastle are climbing the league. 3 wins from 3. Delighted. Everybody's delighted. Oh man, well, you know, the start of the season, 2 defeats from 2, and then we've got 3 wins from 3. And look where we are on the table. I know it's early days, and Newcastle fans are absolutely delighted. The change, oh man, what a performance by Jamaal Lascelles again. He's come on leaps and bounds and continues that performance. England code's going to be reckoning. You know, 2 defeats from 2 at the beginning of the season. I've mentioned Rafa Benitez has turned things around. There's a spirit, there's a togetherness amongst the club. You know, we didn't get anybody in the door, but you can see that togetherness, the fight. Oh man, they're absolutely delighted. Giddy in.
Yeah, the main thing is that the togetherness and the work rate, the character, the whole team, the connection with the fans, because the fans, they appreciate that. I think I put in the program notes that this is something really important. Players that want to stay, want to fight, want to defend the black and white shirt. So, and they are doing that. And that is really, I think the fans, they appreciate that. And for us to do this every week, and the captain leading by example, is something that you have to be really pleased.
And you do have to be. I mean, Jamaal Lascelles, we made captain of a club like Newcastle. You know the amount of pressure that comes with playing there and captaining that football club. 22, and he does look brilliant, doesn't he?
He does. I know Jamaal as well from his time at Forest, and you know, he was hungry then, and he had the right appetite. He's got the right mentality, you know, for the job at hand. I felt that last year in winning the league, he was instrumental, and I think he's one of those players that the rest of the team, they really look up to and kind of know that they can lean on him in times of need. And his last 2 performances just been sensational. Not only, you know, from a defensive point of view, but to, you know, to get 2 winners, you know, from centre half. I mean, you don't lead by example any more than that as a centre half. So I think he's yeah, he's had a really good couple of games, and things are looking good for Newcastle. Lee
got in touch on social media and said, "Crisis? What crisis?" I mean, it's only a few weeks ago that it felt like a crisis at Newcastle. Meanwhile, Richard says, we have Rafa Benitez, 4th in the Premier League. They were 4th before the late kick-off. What a time to be alive. How much credit for what's happening there goes to the manager?
Oh, very much so. But I think what he's done, he's got a good dressing room. I think there's been a question mark about the dressing room in there. He's got a young captain there who's leading by example, but having good pros in there now. I think they went through a few years where it was a little bit disruptive behind the scenes. That's very difficult for any manager if you've got that disruption. But I think they're all on the same wavelength. They've got that passion up there, and they're living off that passion of that crowd. And there was a time when I think they went out on the pitch there a little bit apprehensive. Now they can't wait to play in front of that crowd. And when you play like that as a footballer in a team, that's the formula and the chemistry you want.
As a manager, is it almost not more frustrating for Rafa Benitez that he made all those pointed comments in the press to say, I need more players, I need more investment, I need more help from the owners? They bought 1 player, Murphy from Norwich, worth more than £10 million this summer. As great as the last 3 results have been, is he not sitting there thinking, imagine what I could do if they'd have actually let me buy the players I wanted? It almost increases that sense of frustration, doesn't it, for him?
Well, knowing him, and he's not happy finishing half at the league, he'll be thinking now, I hope they don't think that's me done and that we've got enough.
Yeah.
We still need players. We're not papering over the cracks at the minute. But 3 wins out of 5 games, you're 4th in the league. Yeah. Why couldn't Crystal Palace have done that? They only had to win. They sacked the manager.
Yeah. As a manager, is he going to the board now and already saying to them, listen, guys, don't think that this is all good. We're pulling out some amazing results and the guys are doing brilliantly well, but we need to invest. Just keeping that message.
I think he'd have done that as soon as the window shut, even before this nice little run that they're in. He'd have been saying, hey, whatever happens, don't think I'm satisfied with this. These are the players I want, and go and build this squad.
Yeah, look, he's not overly happy about the situation, but Mike Ashley's been pretty clear. You know, I think they heavily invested last year when they was in the Championship, and he's been clear in saying, look, I will reinvest any money that comes into the club. So, yeah.
Do you think that's what he's been told? Or do you think he said to him, look, when we get in the Premiership, we'll have a go for it.
Well,
I don't know what.
I think the fact that he was unhappy tells me that he was probably told we'll have a go. But you know, obviously circumstances change in business, and you know, as it stands, he's doing a fantastic job with what he's got and giving himself a great argument in January to say, listen, give me a bit more.
We've both been there. It's what a club when you're winning.
Yeah.
You can't play for a better club when you're winning.
Amazing. And the final, I think the tweet of the day actually goes to NUFC Banter. Premier League goals this season: David Silva, Hazard, Coutinho, Ozil, Sanchez, Mata, Mahrez, none. Jamaal Lascelles, 2. Great.
We're raising money for the Bradley Lowry Foundation by walking from the Stadium of Light to St James's Park on October 24th. Please help this great cause by donating. The link is in the description below.